criminality, pure criminality. And we have to deal with that. I mean, DJ Sambodi was killed in a very brutal manner. And knowing police, there's no way they would have taken this much to arrest a person who killed DJ Sambodi. There's that guy who was killed now 2 weeks ago at Kunene. The person is already arrested. So it tells you the people who killed DJ Sambodi are highly connected. Why would the head of the Hawks confirm that he was called, that there are people who are pretending to be the Hawks at a particular venue, and then he unleashes the Hawks to go there? It's not true. Once they are saying there are people who are pretending to be police and they are not, and that information comes to his attention, he must refer it to the police station next to where those thugs are taking chances. For him to start even getting involved, he even knows the address, yet he doesn't have a docket. He has no right to open any docket. And then he says he was not called by Molefe, he was called by a friend of Molefe, and the friend of Molefe does not have a name. He's playing games. If he doesn't give us the name of who called him, he was called by Molefe. Until he give us a name, he was called by Molefe. It's like Kunene saying he was taking a journalist there. To take a journalist is not a secret operation. Who is that journalist? Who's that journalist? Why would you take a journalist to someone who just came out of prison, who's on bail, as an MMC? Now I'm very happy. You know, I dance even at night. Oh, things are looking good, Shem. We told you these things are criminals. They are nothing else but Mapantiti. He says he doesn't know that guy. He knows that guy. I know that guy. Not from a personal point of view. He's a well-known businessman. Until now, we knew him as a businessman. So, but I don't have a relationship with him like that, where I can call Patrice Motsepe or go to Patrice Motsepe's house or have tea at Patrice Motsepe's house, take my wife to Patrice Motsepe's house. Patrice Motsepe's wife knows my wife. I don't know the guy like that. But for Kenny to behave like that in public office and say he doesn't know that guy, that's a lie. It's a pure lie. And that's how thugs, 26, 28 gangs succeed. They lie. They think they can outsmart everyone. So, and they don't care whether you are convinced or not. They tell their story. It's done. But Kenny's story is not coming together. The head of Hawks, Libya's story is not coming together. That he was not called by Molefe, he was called by a friend. So you can hear this a story. An honest man would have said, I was called by Godrich, who said, there are people who pretend to be police at Marshall's house. And that's how I landed there. Because now, once these things are out, you must know, that guy is not a whistleblower. He put you in trouble. Why not saying it? What is the difference between telling us that the name of a person who called you now with telling us that name in the commission of inquiry? What difference does it make? Why do you leave as a trusted senior policeman? Why do you leave the nation hanging? So we need to get to the bottom of this. Because once we get the name of who called the head of Hawks, then we're going to know, oh, this one is linked to this one. Because we need to get this network properly and dismantle it. And we can't dismantle it if police in the process are playing a dishonest role. Minister Mkhunu was supposed to be fired. Fired completely. But you know, factions are painful. You know, to belong to a faction, it's the most painful thing as a leader. Cyril and Mkhunu are in the same faction. When the allegations are out, Cyril doesn't act. He says, I will act when I come back and do that. You know why? He's giving Mkhunu an opportunity for Mkhunu to help him by resigning. If Mkhunu loved Cyril, he should have resigned and not put Cyril in that difficult position. But he doesn't care. There's no need. These comrades must tell each other the truth. Remzal, take a back seat. We'll work on this thing. Just wait. Help the president. Now the president has to do something that looks like he's doing something when he's doing nothing. He's not doing anything. Mkhunu is a minister on leave. There is acting minister Mantash of police. Then there is incoming minister, acting minister of police. 3, as we are sitting here. We have 3 names when we think of police. 3. Kachalia. Kachalia is from the Indian cabal of UDF. Worked with Praveen and them. They now want to recapture power. That's why they are going to that thing of the police. Why would you go and fetch Kachalia? Which track record has demonstrated that Kachalia is the best to deal with crime in South Africa? His first interview just told you we're in trouble. That thing of police is not a lecture room.
Yeah, you guys know Julius Malema will tell it like it is. He will speak his mind and no one is gonna stop him, honestly. So following indaba Kunene, Julius Malema has a thought. Not even a thought, but he believes Uguti. He should not say he doesn't know the guy that he went to, the guy that is connected to the case of DJ somebody, because he was brutally murdered. So now he feels as though Kunene knows the guy and he has something to do about it. So it's just a criminal. You know, it's just a lot. But you guys heard for yourselves. You heard everything he said, and none I say the less. So there's nothing I can obviously add to this, but I can just add what I feel Uguti. What he said, guys, mostly it's just true that most of the things that are happening in politics, it's just, you know what, so bad. And it's criminality, it's things that are just beyond us. And every day I find out when it comes to politics. But this is Otini, because sometimes things that are happening in South Africa or in our country or in the world, it's sometimes because of our politics. So but you guys can let me know down below with and please do not forget to like, subscribe, and also share if you can. And I will be probably be back with more updates for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning back in. Bye.